I'm Chris Moore. Welcome to Speed Mechanics for Drums. This program is designed for anyone looking to improve their drumming skills. And that could be a segment within your playing, or it could be your overall musicality on the drum set. The other thing I'd like to say up front is with a title like Speed Mechanics for Drums, it might sound like this is a double bass DVD or booking DVD, and it's actually much more of a holistic approach to drumming. So we're going to focus on the hands and the feet. We're going to focus on the tones that you create as you're playing. We're going to focus on the mix, the overall mix as you're playing, and in a studio situation or a live performance, how does what you play fit into that mix? And if you're going to jump out and do something, create an exciting moment, when's the right time to do it, but also, most importantly, how to make that really jump out and create that excitement. A lot of people on social media or at shows will ask me, what's your secret? And the truth is, there is no secret. It's really just practice, and it's not just how much you practice, but how well you practice. There's a saying that good practice is when you can get it right, and great practice is when you can't get it wrong. So you've probably heard the stories of Ed Van Halen and John Bonham, and these are two guys that were just legendary at how much they used to practice. Ed Van Halen would stay up all night playing his guitar, he'd fall asleep with it on his chest. John Bonham would have his drum kits delivered to his hotel room so he could practice during the day when Zeppelin was on tour. The amount of practice that you put in is, of course, in direct relation to the success that you're going to achieve along the way. And so there's a couple of thoughts there. One would be, enjoy the journey. Enjoy the process. Don't try to get there too quickly, because what ends up happening is when you try to force it, especially in drumming, since it's such a physical endeavor, you wind up tensing up. And I've seen a lot of musicians get carpal tunnel, tendonitis, things like that. And so really kind of take a step back, enjoy the journey, enjoy that process and those milestones along the way. You can use this program as a guide to set you on the path toward your drumming goals. You can also refer back to it in the future. I know that in my own playing, I'll plateau and think, what am I doing wrong? And I'll go back to basics and I'll look back and realize, oh, I need to do more of this or less of that. And so you can use this as a guide now and in the future. One secret I will tell you is, the more you relax, the faster you can play. When you try to tighten up, and I've experienced this, I experience it all the time actually, is as I'm trying to move faster, I'll find myself tensing up. My back will get tight, my neck will get tight, I'll be holding the drumsticks like baseball bats, The more you can relax, you just let your body roll, you'll be able to play much faster, much more fluid, and of course much more cleaner. Years ago, I set out to record a drum solo video, and it actually really took me a year and a half, start to finish, from when I first sat down with my practice pad to try and put this thing together to where we actually filmed the video and did the final edit. Why it took so long was that when I started that process, I really couldn't play double strokes. I'd never really done much with my hands. It was always, sort of quads and double bass and hands and feet type of stuff. But I really wanted to develop my hand speed and do some creative things with my, with rolls and double strokes. And I was really inspired by some footage that I'd seen of John Bonham. And so I sat down with a practice pad and I started working on double strokes. I also had never really worked on rolls, and so I took some drum lessons. I went online, I looked at how you could actually do this thing that I'd never really worked on. And it took about 6 months to where I started feeling comfortable with it. And after a time, I started realizing that I was playing as fast in my practice sessions as John Bonham was in the footage that had originally inspired me. So I built the drum solo, I practiced it every day, and got it till I couldn't get it wrong, so to speak. There's a lot of concepts presented here, and if you're willing to embrace those concepts, and most importantly work hard, you can achieve your drumming goals.